back to our YouTube channel, and thank you so much for watching today. If you are watching today for the very first time, please do not forget subscribe below and join. Thank you so much. So today's video I'm going to be talking about studies in Norway, and I want to be talking about the Norwegian University of Science and Technology, which is commonly called NTNU. So we are going to be talking about the Norwegian Universities of Science and Technology today because admissions in this university is already open. I want to take you along all the programs that are available in this. I will be talking about the course language requirements, the application, and the financial proof before you apply to Norwegian universities. There are three key things you need to put into consideration. Your budget. How much do you have that you can use to document and move to Norway? Remember again that Norway is tuition free. Norway is tuition free, but it doesn't mean that you are just going to pack your bags and you move to Norway as soon as you get an admissions, all right? No, that is not how. Also remember that as soon as you get admissions, you are going to confirm your position, and after confirming your position, you need to deposit that money that you shared, you prove that, because at the beginning of the application, before you apply or before you submit your application for a program at Norwegian University of Science and Technology, you have to prove that you have money that you are going to provide as soon as you get admissions. So the bank statement is required for you to apply for the program. Then when you get admissions, you now deposit the money in the bank account in Norway. This university is actually one of the most renowned universities in Norway, Norwegian University of Science and Technology. So what you basically need to know are, like I said, we will be talking about the programs available and their requirements. I want to first of all start with the proof of finance, all right? Now, international students who are not citizens from EEA or European Union are charged or must show a document with enough money inside, or enough money to prove that they are going to take care of themselves, all right, while studying in Norway. And the amount for Norwegian University of Science and Technology is 128,887 Norwegian krone. If you calculate this money well as a Cameroonian, you will see that this money is close to 8 million plus, all right? If you calculate very well, if you calculate again very well, you will see that this money is around 12,900 plus to around 13,000 US dollars. That is the money you need to put in that account when you get admissions, and that is the same money you need to print on the bank statement to apply for a program in this university. Now, remember, I've always said in my videos that the amount is different. That of Oslo, the University of Oslo, will be different because the living standard in Oslo is a little higher than the living standard in Trondheim, because this university is found in Trondheim. If you look again, you will see successful applicants who are given an offer for admissions will later be asked to transfer this amount into the Norwegian University of Science and Technology's deposit account. So like I have always said in my videos that when you get admissions, the university is going to give you an account to put this money inside. So you can borrow the money, you can maybe take from a colleague, you can take from an uncle, in case you have good uncles and good colleagues or good brothers and sisters. They can give you this money, you transfer into the account, the money is yours. When you move to Norway and do your residence permit, they will be giving you a certain proportion of this money every month. And if you divide this money by 12, you are going to see the proportion that you will be getting every month. You cannot withdraw at once. So it is still advantage you, all right? As you move to Norway, you will be working, you will be feeding yourself. Then the money that will be coming to you, you send back to them home, all right? That is what you need to know. NTNU offers no scholarship. That is something very important you need to know. Financings when applying for the master's degree program means that you can show this in various ways, and I will be telling you about the three most important ways that you can use, all right? First, the bank statement showing that amount, minimum of 128,887 Norwegian krone in the bank account. The bank statement cannot be more than 3 months old, and the bank statement can be in any currency, and all documents must be in English or came with an English translation or comes with an English translation. Note that down. Now, the second option, that is the first option I talked about. The second option now is a signed letter plus bank statement from your sponsor. That's your sponsor will give you his bank statement and also sign a sponsorship letter for you. Now, anyone can be a sponsor, including family members. The letter must state that the sponsor will cover 128,887 87 Norwegian krone, and the letter must be signed. You can use any format, all right? Then the bank statement cannot be more than 3 months old. This is something you need to pay attention to, all right? It's very, very important, and the documents must be in English. We are gone for that. Option you can provide is a scholarship or a stipend confirmation. In this case, it has to be a fully funded scholarship that covers everything. That one is gone. Transferring money from money after you receive an offer letter means that you have to transfer the money before you apply for your student visa. And when you transfer the money, the bank is going to give you the documents to use to apply for your student visa to Norway. That is basically what you need to understand, because if you don't transfer this money, you are not going to get any way to apply or any appointment. Even if you book the appointment and go to the embassy, they won't grant you access. All right. So these are things you need to know and put them together before you even start the process. Some people were asking me, is it good to migrate to Norway with a family? You can migrate to Norway with a family if you are going as a PhD candidate. As a master's degree student, you may not be allowed to move to Norway. But however, while in Norway, you can equally use your residence permit and invite your spouse. All right, that is something you need to know. For those who are saying that Norway is a good country and there are jobs for international students. It is very small. It may be difficult to get a job, but you cannot be sitting in your home and a job finds you. No, you need to go look for jobs. All right, you need to go look for jobs. There is this tendency international students think that when they move abroad, they will just find a job on the street. No, you go search for jobs. You go and you search for jobs. All right, now let's look at the list of programs available at this university. All right, I also want to reiterate here that most of the programs are not taught in the same university. The campuses, that is, they're taught in the same universities but different campuses. All right, there is a campus in Gjøvik. All right, there is another one in Trondheim. There is another one in Govojovik. All right, there is another one in Alesund. All right, so there are 3 or more campuses that you are going to be studying in, and this is something you should note. Now, the programs for master's degree include applied computer science, biology, biotechnology, chemistry, childhood studies, electric power engineering, environmental toxicology and chemistry, global health, industrial design, industrial ecology, interaction designs. All right, you also have marine technology, you also have physical technology, you have physics, ocean resources, you also have urban ecological planning, and of course sustainable management. You also have sustainable energy. So there are a lot of programs there. If you check together, you will realize that there are around 30 or 45 or more. All right, but understand that not all these programs are going to be taught in, let me say, for 1 year. That's 1 year. Some will be taught for 1 year, some 2 years. Not 4 semesters as you claim, not for all of them. All right, and some are found in different areas. I hope you understand. Some are MSc programs, some are MA programs, that's Masters of Science programs, some are Masters of Arts programs. Put this into consideration. Now, what do we need to know about the programs? We go deeper and we find out what is written on programs website, because we don't know how we are going to apply for these programs. Now, we have to take one of the various programs. For example, let's take biology. If you take biology, you will realize that biology is full-time and it's 2 years program. Location is Trondheim. Then the requirements, we will check that now. For language of instruction is English language, and you have to apply before the application deadline, which is written on the website. All right, those are some of the things that you need to know. If you want to apply for the biology program, there are requirements for you to meet. For you to apply for biology, the MSc in biology, you need to have a bachelor's degree equivalent of 3 years. All right, then in biology, that's the 3 years bachelor's degree should be in biology, and minimum of 80 ECTS credit units in biology, and the applicants must have basic knowledge in chemistry, statistics, and mathematics. These are the basic core courses. Again, you have to check English requirements. English requirements for the university, Norwegian University of Science and Technology, varies. They will say that if you check the English website, you are going to realize that people who come from English-speaking countries like Australia, New Zealand, they are not submitting any English proof. Those of us who come from underdeveloped countries where English is not a first language, you also have your own English proof to submit. But I will advise you, if you want to study in this university, right now, the date of today, we are almost into October, where the admissions is going to start. So go now and write your IELTS score or write your IELTS or your TOEFL. It is going to help you secure an admissions in a school like this. Let me state this here and state this so that a lot of us can understand. If you intend to study in Norway and you don't have IELTS score, you are somehow a little far away from your program. But however, some people still study in Norway without English, like Nigerians. All right, like if you are looking for a program, this university cannot give you a program where you will study without English. But at the University of Stavanger, where you have basic programs not like the science related, you can equally study a program without showing the English proof, in as much as you come from an English speaking country. So that is what you need to know about the biology program. Now let's take another program. And which program are we going to take this time around? Let's look at another program like this Geotechnics and Geohazards. All right, Geotechnics and Geohazards is one of the programs we want to look about. Geologists, you understand what I mean. If you look at it, it's a 2 years program, and it is located, the location for teaching, there's the teaching location is Trondheim. Then you also have the admissions deadline, which varies a lot. All right, now looking at the admissions requirements, you need to have a bachelor's degree in civil engineering or equivalence. All right, you also need to have good working knowledge in English, both morals and written, and of course a minimum of 30 ECTS credit units in mathematics and statistics. All right, for both undergraduate level. Then the study program has 8 study places for international students and 4 places for Norwegian students. So in total, they need just 12 students for this particular program, because 8 are coming from Africa or Europe or other places, but 4 are coming from Norway. I hope you understand. That is why I have always said that Norwegian universities are highly competitive, coupled with the fact that they are free tuition. So you need to really strategize well. If you don't write the IELTS, and first, the Norway students, they will go in. The other 8 students, you don't know where they are going to come from. You don't know if all the 8 have IELTS score. So you have to apply. If you are looking for free studies in Europe or America, you need to work hard for it. You need to work hard. It is not an easy journey to take along. Let me tell you a little background story. In 2018, I got admissions in Norway, the Norwegian University of Life Sciences. I was put on the waiting list. All right, that program needed 23 people. I was put on the waiting list. Then after 2 weeks, they told me that they had dropped me because they found another person who was suitable for the program. It means that as soon as they are doing their assessment, they put people on various levels. All right, as soon as they get the first people, the other ones are going home. So this is what you need to understand. Now, when you get this program, you now need to go to where it is written apply, how to apply for the program. Remember, you are following the SONAX webs to apply for all programs in this university. Like I said, all the master's degree programs are taught in English language. All right, so that is something you should understand. Now, looking at the maximum places that are going to be available for this university, when you apply for any program, make sure you check how many people are going to be applying for that same program, so that you know what you are doing and without putting all your eggs in one basket. Like for this one, they say they are taking 8 people for the particular program. All right, for example, let's look at another program to see if how many people are going in for the program. All right, let's take a program like environmental toxicology and chemistry and see how many people are going in for this particular program. All right, before we come for this, remember that most universities in Norway will not take many students in class, like I already said. And if you look at the suitability compared to Africans, you will see that most Asians are moving to Norway. The majority of Asian candidates move to Norway easily because of what? They score higher grades in the IELTS and the TOEFL exams. Yes, people with good grades in IELTS and TOEFL usually come from Asia. If you didn't know today. Now, if you look at the maximum places at this particular program, if you look at the maximum number of places that are going to be awarded in this toxicology program, now when you check the program, that is to say you click on that particular program, you are going to see where they say the number of people for this program, they need 13 students. All right, now if you check on that particular place that they said they need 13 students, you are going to see what you are going to become after you finish the program, what you will learn after or within the program, the structure of the program and admission. Now remember, there are also contacts. If you have a problem, you click on the contacts to contact the admissions officers or who is in charge of the program. But we are not really focused about the contacts. Let's look at the admissions where you are going to apply, all right? Because still on that same page, there is an admissions. I'm going to link some of the programs down there so that you see. If you click admissions on the environmental toxicology program, you are going to see some information there. Then you are going to see read more about admissions and requirement. Then you click that one. When you click that read more about admissions and requirement, you are going to see how to apply. And if you click how to apply, I want to assure you that the how to apply is going to take you to a section where all the programs are, and of course you are going to see SONAC webs. All right, so that is how you apply in Norway. And again, remember that the admissions deadline is December 1st. Admissions begins on October 1st and deadline is December 1st. In this particular university, there are also documents you need to submit, and there are things you need to have. You need to have environmental chemistry, all right, with at least 80 ECTS credit unit. Then when you go to the area of applying, you will see the step-by-step process, which is admission requirements, deadlines, preparation of required documents, and of course the application. Then you click the application from there. Preparation of required documents, you will see that they need your passport. All right, if you want to apply for any program at the Norwegian University of Science and Technology, the first document you need is your passport. All right, they need it, and it must be showing your photo, your full name, your date of birth, and your nationality. And equally, if you have a documentation of name change, like marriage certificate, also provide this document. It is very, very important when you are applying for the programs. All right, I'm going to put links in the video description box so you can check them. Now, documentation of funding, all right, is also there, and your transcripts need to be sent to them, and there is also an information. There is official and there is unofficial transcripts. You must read all of that, and also make sure you read English language proficiency. There is also a CV. You have to upload your CV and verification reports of educational documents. Some countries like Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, they already have some specific verification processes that they have to undergo. We all know that people who went before us have spoiled the route, so they want to be careful. All right, you also need to check the programs you are applying to, and of course, special needs. If you find here, if you look here, you will see documents to be sent in hard copies by post. And for bachelor's and undergraduate transcript, degrees from Cameroon, Canada, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Ghana, Nigeria, Philippines, Sudan, Uganda, and USA must be sent through they must send their bachelor's transcript as hard copy directly from the relevant college or universities, which means that if you attended university in any of these countries, go to your university and tell the officials at the transcript office or whosoever is responsible and give them the email or the address of this university to send the transcript to them. That is what they are trying to say, all right? And the address is here. When sending the information or when sending the documents, make sure you put your application number down on the envelope. International Masters Program, OS Brakstad +3, No 7491 Trondheim, Norway. That is the address I was reading. So this is how you go through it. And when you finish with that, all right, on the application, you will find the information, and they say, the application now says, go to SONAC's web, all right, which is the first step, the application portal, SONAC's web, all right, then select language in the top right-hand corner, which says Norsk Blackman, all right, that is in Norway. Then the third one is click international applicant. Then the fourth one is register new international applicant. Then answer the question regarding English qualification. Then you go to the section that says answer question regarding your English qualification, and also answer question regarding your residence permit in Norway. And of course, questions concerning funding. And the eighth one is to reach the application form. All right, then you log into SONAC's web with your email. When you log out, you can log out, and when you come back, you log in. That is how it is. I will put a link to SONAC's web in the video description box, so that as soon as you check all the programs, all right, you check their requirements, you just go to that link for SONAC's web, you create an account, and you start filling the form, and when you finish filling, you upload your documents. All right, I hope you now understand. Submitting multiple applications, please do not register as an international applicant more than one. If you wish to apply or to apply for more than one program as an international student, you must log on to SONAC's web with the email address and password you received for the first time of registration. Then you choose new applicant. All right, so you can just add your applications within the system. All right, I hope you understand. There is no application fee payment. All right, there is no tuition fee payment. All you need to do is to follow the instructions after admissions, and you wait for your admissions letter. Then when the admissions letter comes, you do the payment, you transact the money, you do the transaction, then you receive the documents, you book an appointment, you apply for your study visa to Norway, and you fly to Norway as easy as ABC if you have the money. All right. I hope you understand and enjoy this episode. If you didn't enjoy, please tell us why you didn't. If you did, please tell us why you did. And until we meet again in another one.